gotta play this.
He's getting scared already.
I want to play it though. It's gonna be. I'm gonna turn all the lights off.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play with no ring light.
No shot.
I'm gonna do it. It's gonna be terrifying. I gotta play with somebody though, or do I have to play alone?
No. I was gonna say we should play together.
Yeah, we should play together.
It's way better because I actually texted my buddy too. I'm like, all right, we gotta play.
What's going on, guys? This is episode 14. Oh my God, the camera's over here. Of the Split Screen Podcast. What's going on? Second one IRL. First one went well. We're happy with it. So
I got invited back.
There we go. Co-host got invited back. Yeah, man. Pumped. I'm pumped. We have this setup now is perfect. Or I shouldn't say perfected, but
it's getting there.
Yes, it's getting there. Last time we didn't even know if our mics were gonna have audio.
It was a complete gamble. We were like,
yeah.
Okay, let's just do it.
Yep.
And expect the worst, but if we get anything out of it, it's a score. It's
100%.
And it turned out better than I thought it was going to.
Yep.
I thought the mics were going to be garbage.
Yep.
The lighting wasn't bad, but the camera on me was not terrific. But now this time we're using your dope camera. So
yeah.
Now people can see me.
Now we're chilling, and yeah, you can see us both. And now you can actually see how far away we are. See that? We're right. we're close. The room is not as big as it appears.
No, it's not.
But yeah, it's the same room I stream in, guys. Obviously, I don't have a sign, but
not yet.
Not yet.
We're gonna have a studio soon, right?
Summer coming to an end, or I guess just ended. September 22nd, right?
I know, so sad.
It's just ended.
It makes these podcasts easier though, because the last one we did, I think I lost a couple pounds.
I was
how hot it was
about
in
to
here.
say that it was hot in here, bro. And get the window open now, which is nice, but dude,
yeah, it was hot to the point where I was like, not halfway through, I'm like, oh my God, like, pass out kind of, but it was just, I could feel myself sweating, and I was like, oh God, this isn't my chair. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. You're like, do you want me to take this home and clean it? No, it's been good. So the summer was tough at first, though. Not at first, but ever since we started doing them in person, just takes a little bit more extra planning and just setting it up. But I mean, this was the goal to begin with, to get it going like this. But it was easier to start just virtually. I think
way easier to start virtually, but I think now that we've kind of honed in the virtual part of it, and obviously you have all those scenes and everything.
Yeah.
Doing IRL stuff, and I have something I want to bring up to you halfway through the pod at some point that includes some IRL type content.
Yeah.
But I think doing IRL content like this is valuable because I feel like the conversations are different. They flow differently. They are differently. We're not stepping over each other's feet. But I also still value the virtual part because I get to sit in pajamas and...
Yeah, no, it's nice.
I get to walk downstairs.
You can just also be like, hey, let's do the podcast right now. I just tab over and click it and just bring up the podcast.
Right, and then you bring up the scenes. But yeah.
It's nice. This is
good.
The goal, at least for me at first, when I was like, I could totally type myself doing a podcast. Just like, dude, let's just like...
And then we get to do stuff like this.
Yeah. Speaking of, this episode is brought to you guys... Brought to us, brought to everybody here. Upline Brewing. They are actually from Texas. Upline Brewing Company. Little switch up here. They are a non-alcoholic beer. So we got two. We have the Functional Golden and the Functional IPA.
I like that it's functional.
Yeah.
Functional for me actually, like, it makes me think of being able to be functional after drinking several of whatever these beers are.
Good choice of wording.
Good verbiage, yeah.
Yeah, good verbiage. So we got both of them here. They're ice cold, by the way.
Ooh,
shout out to the fridge.
Yeah, shout out to the fridge. Yeah, the fridge works.
This one, Functional Golden. We got near beer with lemon balm. Ooh, I'm gonna mess this up.
Please do.
Ginseng?
Yeah, ginseng. Yeah, ginseng.
Ginseng. Hey.
Yeah.
Let's go. I was like, this is a word I've never read before in my life. Brewed with solar power. Wow, that's really cool. Near beer contains less than 0.5% alcohol by volume per 12 fluid ounces. Ingredients: filtered water, barley, wheat, hops, yeast, lemon balm, ginseng, and mushroom extract. That's it.
Same in mine. It's the same exact thing, which is super interesting because I have, and I'll read mine off next. It's a functional IPA. I'm an IPA kind of guy.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for this one. And it's a near beer with lemon balm and ginseng. So I'm interested just to know how these are. I, for a long time, Even a few pods, you probably find it like midway through. I really got into a kick with non-alcoholic beers. And I was testing out a few. I think you probably remember I had some non-alcoholic Guinnesses. Yeah. I had some non-alcoholic Coors, Bud Lights, Budweisers, all that stuff. Even like they do a lot of athletic beers too.
Yeah, Athletic's a company that it's like the one that it's like more well known, at least in our area.
Yeah,
like that's something that because like at first it was like O'Doul's,
exactly.
And that was like the only one, and then Athletic was like, oh, they made these look nice.
They made them look nice, presentable.
Like with the times, which was actually what caught my eye when we saw Upline. I was like, these are real. It's like you had really cool marketing. Very, I don't know what I'm trying to say. With the times, it doesn't seem like it's a Bush NA.
Exactly. This is not. I mean, it's something you would expect to see in a package, or at least by the labeling.
Yeah.
But it looks enough to at least feel like a beer, look like a beer. But then the ingredients, I think, what stuck out to me, because if you look at a lot of non-alcoholic beers, they have really similar ingredients to alcoholic beers, but obviously they're brewed to basically extract and take out a lot of the alcohol portions of it. Whereas this is like very natural. So I'm excited to try this. For me, like non-alcoholic beers, and I'll get off my soapbox after this. For me, non-alcoholic beers were great for midweek. So I would like finish a run, or I'd finish working out.
Yeah.
I'd sit down, have dinner with my wife, and I'd be like, man, I really want a beer, but I want to behave. I want to be able to be functional. And so I would grab, a non-alcoholic beer. So I love
that they have functional. I think that's like such a it's the term everyone else is thinking when they have these, but isn't like, no one like says it. They're like, I want to like feel good. It's like, no, you want to be functional.
Exactly.
Like
I'm
just trying to function.
Exactly.
But still be able to enjoy this. So I'm excited about these. Golden looks awesome, so I'm excited about it. And the reason I even went to go read the ingredients is because it literally didn't have that many at all.
Yeah,
when you see that little amount of ingredients, it
intrigued me. I was
there's no BS in there. You're like, oh, he's going for the ingredients. And you turn around, he's like, oh, he's reading it because there's only 6 on there, or like 7 or whatever it is.
And I never read the ingredients on food, anything.
Yeah, for real.
So we'll try the Functional Golden. 25. Yep. So this has 25 calories, and the IPA has 50 calories. Okay. So, I mean, again, this is great for like, you're watching your calories. You want to have something that tastes like a beer.
We're getting crazy, chat. Dude, okay, last podcast. Go watch this. I spent my whole podcast like this. Mike's coming up, and I'm sitting up. Literally looked like I was doing the limbo, bro.
So he is like double chinneler? Is that what we're getting
I was just sitting there like this the whole time.
Oh, sorry, I'm getting ahead.
Oh, yeah. I wonder how shook up this one's gonna be.
Dude, just go open it over the sink. Save yourself.
You think so?
Yeah, save yourself.
You think it's bad? How wet are you right now?
Honestly, if it was the last podcast, it'd be dried up by now. Cheers.
Cheers. Wow.
It's not bad.
No, it's great, actually.
It's actually pretty good.
I don't drink non-alcoholic beers, really. You drink them a lot more than I do.
Yep.
I've tasted and I've tried a couple. I thought they're good. This does taste like beer.
Absolutely. It tastes like beer. It tastes like something you'd get out of the tap at any bar, like local bar. It reminds me of a, I don't want to, maybe it's a lager. Maybe it's just like a golden lager or something like that.
Yeah.
You were all over the place with this microphone, huh?
Dude, I can't.
In disarray.
We got things blowing up in here, chat. We got fucking
fire in the hole.
We're good.
Yeah, we're good.
Cool koozie though with the Upline logo on it. No, I like this. This is very easy to drink. It's refreshing too.
1,000%. This is definitely something I could see myself grabbing after a run. That would be also kind of crazy to drink this right after a run, but in all seriousness, if you really wanted to,
you could.
You'd probably feel better drinking something like this after working out than. But again, when I think about non-alcoholic drinks, this is like what I resort to throughout the week.
Yeah.
This is what's going to allow me to wake up early the next day and not feel bad because there's hardly any alcohol, if at all.
You're not going to feel bad.
No, you're not going to feel bad at all.
Yeah.
You'll be able to function.
You'll be able to function with your golden functional beer.
True.
Wondering where that's gonna go. Do you think that goes in like the end of it in a blooper, or you think
2024 highlight video?
yeah, right, it's gonna go in the recap?
Yeah, it'd be like dun 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 dun.
Dun, dun. No. Thank you guys. This was awesome. I really like this. I don't drink a lot of non-alcoholic beers. This can is for the people who want to feel as good in the morning as they did the night before.
Yeah.
Look at that.
That's exactly it. I mean, there is something nice to being able to go to a social occasion, have a drink in your hand, and I'm not saying like you have to get like a soda water and a lime in it to look like you're drinking booze, but this at least, again, it's a can.
Yeah.
You can bring a 6-pack.
Yep.
Drink, it tastes like beer. You feel like you're drinking with people.
Mm-hmm.
I've done that before. I've gone out, and I knew I was driving. My wife was with me, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna have a non-alcoholic drink or two at the bar. And yeah, again, it felt like I was having a beer with the boys, but I walked out feeling just fine.
Yeah, you're having a non-alcoholic beer with the boys.
Exactly.
This is dope.
It is great.
You can rip these on stream too, and my gameplay won't suffer.
Mm-hmm. No comment. Speaking of gameplay, do you want to give me the lowdown of what's going on with Fortnite right now?
Dude, everybody in chat should know too, today is the day Siphon is back. Siphon in Fortnite is fully back.
In all game modes.
I'm pretty sure it's all game modes, yep.
Really?
All game modes, Siphon is back.
You seemed excited about it. I saw the tweet, and maybe we'll put the tweet up on the screen. Post. We'll have our editor put it up. He was excited about it. Was it? Well, hold on. It was in all caps. Were you excited about it, or were you like, warning, Siphon is back?
No, I'm excited about it.
Okay.
I'm excited about it. I'm excited more about it because it changes the meta.
Right?
Not so much of that, I love Siphon. I do love Siphon.
But you love what it does to the game and how people play it.
I just like that it's whatever, the meta is just changing. I like when metas change. I like that. I feel like we adapt to them quickly and well.
Yeah.
And it's a meta we've already played.
Yep.
And I know that there's some players right now that have never played Siphon before.
When was the last time Siphon was back into the game?
A long time ago.
I was going to say, I'm putting you on the spot, but I feel like I'm asking because I can't remember the last time it was in the game for an extended period of time.
A long time ago. I don't know.
I'm sure chat will probably chime in with some sort of answer. But
I know. I want to say like Stark Industries, like chapter 2. That could be wrong though. It could have been chapter 3.
Now, from a competitive point of view, while you think about this, does that make you approach fights differently where you finish guys? This is going to sound so bad. Where you execute enemies. I was going to say something else. So you go for basically the full flush, I think is the technical term. You flush. What's the
wipe? Team wipe.
Team wipe. Okay, yeah. So you wipe team wipe or you kill someone.
Yeah.
Does that make you kill someone that's downed already? Because I know sometimes there's strategy to keeping certain people alive.
Yeah, no, it sucks. That's why Siphon's tough. If you get griefed super fast.
Yeah.
Like they don't knock you and just say, oh, whatever. Well, like we'll get like
yep,
you're
we'll get
down.
him.
You're dead. 1, you're getting griefed right away.
Mm-hmm.
2, people play like maniacs. If you get a guy down to 10 health,
they're pushing.
They might just still spam into your box, and you like it's harder to time when you're gonna heal. I mean it's not harder. It's just different. You gotta change when you're gonna heal. Like if you're pushing someone or they're pushing you, and you like crack them on the wall.
Yep.
And you're like, all right, he's gonna have to heal, or else he's like doesn't care because And third partying is way worse now because
right, if someone downs another team and you see that, could you get the Siphon off of someone else that was downed by someone else? Does that make sense?
If you're shooting in and you get the knock, and they finish them in there, you get the Siphon, So if you're
so it's the person who knocks.
It's whoever knocks them gets the Siphon.
Oh, okay, so that's super interesting.
Whoever knocks them gets the Siphon.
Wow. Okay.
So like even if you're in a box fight and it's like a 3-team fight and you you see one of the guys get knocked, you like try and like hide him up a little bit. You don't want to kill him right away because you know if you kill that guy right away and it's not your kill, someone else is getting 50 health.
Oh man! So you basically just
you're like, did you knock that kid or no? Because I didn't knock him. No. All right, and then you
don't touch him.
Don't touch him.
Box him up and leave
him there. Put him under a cone or something.
Seriously.
Yeah, so that part's crazy, but it's also like more people just got bigger balls now. 10 health, 20 health. You crack them. You're like, oh, that should slow them down. They don't care, but it also helps you with people when you're getting third party as well. Like you get down to 10, 15 health. Yeah. Now you get 65, 70-ish health when the next team's pushing in, which is nice.
So
you don't have to waste some time to heal. That also changes kind of what kind of heals you're gonna hold. Like minis probably won't use minis like as much because
really,
if you get a kill, if you get a kill and you have like 120 health, 110 health, they only work up to 50 anyway. So there's probably a bunch of times like you probably rather hold like 50s because you never like know what your health's gonna be at really. When it's like minis right now, when your shield's always getting cracked, you're always just popping minis.
Yep.
So it's different. It's cool, but along with that, ranked has moved its way into reload. So Fortnite Reload now has ranked.
Well, that's kind of a good thing, right?
Sick. I haven't gotten to play it yet. I guess like the matchmaking was all messed up today. Like people couldn't get in it, but I might even play it tonight, honestly.
Surprised we didn't hear anything from Ninja. That's like Ninja's thing now, right? Is he big Reload guy?
Yeah, he loves Reload. No, I'm pumped about Reload's dope. And Reload was like getting stale for a little bit because it's the same thing over and over and over. But now that they got ranked, is dope. I wonder what they're gonna do. It must be ranked duos because that's what they've kept. Because now competitive in the regular scene is trios this season.
Okay.
So it's trios. So I wonder if they'll do Reload trios, or if they'll do Reload. I haven't been on the game yet.
So with all of these changes, is it because there's a new season, or is it okay?
Yeah.
And so now you're mentioning trios.
Yeah.
What direction are you taking for the season? Are you going to stick with comp, or are you going reload and a trio?
Well, we can do comp reload.
Comp reload, but it's duos?
I don't know what it is.
Okay.
If it's duos, fuck yeah.
Yeah, you're ready to roll.
Me and D-Train ready to go. Trios is cool because like lately we've been playing a bunch with people in chat, but like we got some like demons in chat.
Okay, I see you, chat.
Yeah. So we got some guys that I'm gonna give you a couple shout outs here. Shout out Z-Man, Cloudy.
Hey.
Those guys can hang.
I'm gonna hang.
Those guys can hang.
Good shit.
Which is good. So it's nice to like work in the trios too. Playing with Girthy again. So like the trio is like tough because we don't have like one locked down.
Yeah.
It's also really hard to get 3 people versus like, yo, when do you want? Because I'll adjust my schedule out of that.
Yep. 2 is always easier than 3.
2 is always easier. 3 is tough. It's also because like you got to make sure like you guys are all on the same page.
Yeah.
So that's where it's like, at least if me and Derek are on the same page, and that's like usually the constant.
Yeah.
Then we can like just get someone that's really good at fighting.
Perfect.
And just be like
do your thing.
Slay out, bro.
Yeah.
Go fucking slay. Here,
Seriously.
you want mats? Here, have mats. Like, so that trios is like weird like that, but it'll be good.
Cool.
It's a good switch up. It was duos forever.
Yeah, I feel like you've kind of been like a duo guy for a long time. So it'll be cool if you stick with the trios or you pursue the trios this season to see the dynamic of how much that changes how you guys play as a team.
I want to see how much ranked and reload like actually takes over regular ranked. Like I want to see if like more people start playing ranked reload, or if it's just gonna be bullshit. Like if they mess up how you get points or whatever, like if they mess up the point system, because apparently like the reload. I can't believe I even brought this up. They've done like reload competitive cups.
Oh, I didn't know that.
The rank, like the kills, and it was so weird.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
why wouldn't they just follow the same point system as like comp or something like that?
Because you come back alive.
Oh.
You can die like 10 times in theory.
Yikes. Okay. I mean, those must be chaotic games.
Yeah, it's wild. Like you respawn every 15 seconds. So like while you're dead, your teammates can be in a fight, calming, telling you where to land. And like, because you drop with an AR, there's nothing worse than like killing a dude and you like are trying to kill his teammate, and then his dude you just killed comes down with a white AR and just comes in because you're both one shot
and kills you.
It's infuriating, actually.
Yeah.
Then once you're both dead, you're both dead.
So at that point, yeah, I don't even know how you combat that other than just
kill him quick
and move and get out of there. And yeah, maybe it's just relying on, you know, things that allow you to have quick movement around the map and then kill a team. Move.
Crazy too. There's shockwaves, which is also like the tough part, but there's shockwaves, there's bounce pads, there's apples, there's launch pads, there's everything. So there's a bunch of movement in there. Small
Sounds
map.
like absolute chaos.
You can literally fly around the map right now. Like just sliding, tack sprinting, freaking sliding into a shockwave onto a bounce pad that launches you away. Literally, you don't even run. You just like fly around.
Just literally fly around the map.
It helps your movement. Good for movement.
I mean, yeah, it helps get you out of some weird sticky situations too.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. That's cool to hear though.
I'm excited about it. I would love to see like an FNCS reload. I'd love to see this like get big. Because
cool.
It's the thing I always like related to is like everyone loved late game. Boga's late game. But that was always like designed off of a section of a normal game. It's like, okay, this is just like the end of every game. But reload is like you can't simulate that in a normal game.
No, not at all.
So it's like
not from what I understand.
Different. It's basically respawn Fortnite. I've also heard that what they're doing now is every 30 minutes they're going to be switching the map on reload. So there's going to be 2 maps and they rotate. Everyone's on the same clock, and you have one map, the regular map we have right now. That'll be there for 30 minutes. If you start up in a queue after that 30 minutes, you get put into another map.
Interesting.
And then it just goes back and forth,
so
that people don't get sick of it.
Actually, the POIs are different.
Completely different map.
Do you think that they, throughout the season, I'm sure they will because this is just epic, but do you think, obviously they have 2 maps right now in rotation, do you think they'll change those maps throughout the season and do different maps that are in the mix?
I think they're going to do another OG. I think they're going to put other OG spots in reload.
Yeah, you think they're going to do the OG just to try and keep some of the older players around, or do you think they're just going to, okay.
Yeah, I want, because I would hate to see like the loot pool change from map to map.
Sure.
That would be
weird.
obnoxious.
That would be kind of weird because now you're having to completely change.
Like you're good at like playing. They can't hear us on them. Well, you guys can't hear them, but what was I just saying? Fuck.
Cut.
No, we'll cut it. No, but reload will be good. I'm excited to see if they'll do like an FNCS with it. I mean, that would be crazy. I just wonder how much of the players are going to move over, because then there's no build reload too.
No build reload. I mean,
it's fucking mayhem.
Mayhem. The thought of no build reload sounds like mayhem, like complete and total mayhem. At least build reload. At least you can kind of like slow down the game a hair.
Yeah.
But no, even then,
reload is just there's piles of loot sitting everywhere.
Seriously,
just going to loot,
keep getting killed,
diving in, and you just like you don't see any build. You just see fucking loot everywhere.
And so, how do you even farm for mats in a game mode like that? Chaotically, you just kill people and take what they have.
There is a multiplier like they have in ranked.
Yeah.
So like when you hit stuff, it's worth more. But every time you kill someone, you get 50 mats, 50 brick, 50 wood, 50 metal.
Oh, wait, so it's not even if the player has it. You just get 50, 50, 50.
Yeah, and when they die.
Okay, so
at
that's
that
helpful.
time, they didn't have Siphon, but they did the 2 minis thing.
Gotcha.
But
I mean, that's kind of cool too.
I know. I hope it does good. I hope it doesn't like stink like the tournaments did.
You don't know till you know. But I would like to see. This is someone that does not play Fortnite at all. When I think of Fortnite events that really did well, I think of the big in-person events. I would love to see it get back to that some way, somehow.
They just had that big. They just had the big FNCS globals on LAN.
On LAN,
LAN, which was cool. Peterbot and Poyo won.
Oh, you watched that on stream, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Clicks got dogged. Nobody wants a trio. I mean, duo with him, man. He's like one of the best, but nobody wants to do it with him because they don't want to. Because he puts streaming before comp, so he'll always stream no matter what.
Yeah.
And then nobody wants to be his duo because they don't want to get stream sniped.
Oh, but I mean, like, is he one of the top players?
Oh yeah. So like the guy that Peterbot that just won said Flix is gonna be in his trio. This guy's so good that he came in second in FNCS, then went first, and then won globals in first.
So he's good.
Fucking disgusting.
Just a little good.
Yeah, he's absolutely insane. He's wild.
I mean, like you said, he's a big streamer because that's how I know him. I only know him because of
Peterbot. I'm talking about Peterbot.
Oh, sorry.
Peterbot went the second, first.
Wow.
Clicks has never won a LAN.
I've never heard of the Peterbot.
Yeah.
Never heard of him.
15 years old. 17.
17 years old, and he's probably made, how much money do you think he's made off of Fortnite?
A lot. He probably has $1 million. He probably has $1 million. Is that cap? No. He's got a Peterbot PR earnings or earnings check. Yeah, he's got to have that.
Maybe. I don't know. I know that the money used to be crazy back in the day, and I'm sure maybe it's a little bit different now, but either way, you're making something off of that. Because he's crazy if he doesn't stream what he's playing.
Because he's won. That'll be the third FNCS he won in a row.
Oh, then he's got to have some cash.
Yeah. And he came in second. Went second, first.
What would you do as a parent?
Oh, dude. And sorry, he went back to back Victory Royale. Or they were split into 2 days, the FNCS Globals. After the first day, which was 6 games, they were like, what are you guys going to do tomorrow? They're like, fuck around and win the whole thing. Like, they're like, they're like, yeah, we're just better than everybody after the first day.
Wow.
And they're like, well, how many games do you guys see yourself winning? He's like, probably 3, at least half of them. Out of the 6 they played the next day, they won 3 of them.
Jeez, man. Talk about knowing. They've probably played so many games that they can get to know. Like,
a group
of players.
They land Raft, which is a POI. 2 other teams land there with them.
Yep.
And they just alpha the boss, like the guy that drops somebody out. Like the other teams don't even fucking like.
They don't even bother. They're like,
because I don't want to fight him. It was crazy too. Going off that, the team that was in second place. Oh, I'm sorry, Thomas HD and nasty players too. And there was 1 game left.
Yeah.
For them to like really get back in this. Or 2 games left, but the next one was like for them to really get back in it. And it was their final shot to drop with them. And they were like, are they going to contest them one-on-one? Because if they kill them at the beginning of the game, then they have this whole game to get points.
Yeah, then they have the whole,
The whole place was like,
they were erupting, waiting.
Were freaking out, and then they didn't land with them.
Ooh. Part of me is like, that is very wise, but part of me is also like,
win that.
Go win it. Go take it.
It's 2 kills. It's 2 kills.
Yeah,
and then you get. I know it's hard. They're hard kills.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're not easy.
But like, how much momentum you would have if you killed them.
I mean, the place would be buzzing. Your team would be buzzing. You guys you'd feel invincible.
You're pumped.
Oh, you're absolutely pumped.
And that would have been. Everyone was like, "Oh my god, are they gonna land there?" And then nobody landed Raft with them. Nobody did. That's what happened to Tfue in the fucking World Cup. People were so afraid to fight with him that he didn't get any off-spawn kills because he had all of his games uncontested. Because nobody wanted to land with him that bad, so he didn't get the easy off-spawn kills. So every team he had to fight already had loot.
Now, was it just Tfue on the team, or are we talking about the classic? Oh, solos.
And he was like, he tweeted out, he's like, I'm dropping at the block.
I'll see you there.
Land with me.
Yeah.
And every time, all of his games, not one person contested him.
Yeah, but you think about Tfue and his prime Fortnite days. You really want to
fucking Tfue, bro.
You want to go? Yeah, I mean, you go there, and you got some time to go to concession stands between games because you're gonna get smacked around the first 20 seconds of the game.
Tfue is one of the goats. We were doing. You don't have as, but I think
I do
come at
not
it from a different angle. I think you come at it from a different angle. Fortnite, Mount Rushmore.
Fortnite, Mount Rushmore. Okay.
I'm going guys that have to be on it. Ninja has to be on it.
Okay.
Tfue has to be on it.
Okay. Now, how many?
4.
Yep.
This is where it gets fucking
It's funny
tough.
because you've only... Okay, keep going. Keep going.
Clicks.
Okay.
People are not going to like that. And now you're looking at your 4th one here. You're going between Cypher PK.
Okay.
Booga.
Yep.
Won the World Cup. Like, then you can look at guys like Mongrel. I don't think you can. Yeah, like, there's like 4 or 5 maybe. I mean, it has to be. I think Tfue has to be on there because he's the first guy to find any
complete dominance. He was one of the first
dominance,
guys.
and like he's the first one to break the game every time. Like finds every single glitch, finds every single bug, like every single exploit.
Yep.
Tfue knows how to do it, and he does it perfectly. Ninja's Tony Hawk.
Yep. Ellen DeGeneres. Sorry.
I don't think that. There's only one Fortnite World Cup. I think Clicks deserves to be on the Mount Rushmore, and Booga doesn't. I think Clicks is better than Booga. He's been better than him longer. He's made more content. And if Booga didn't win the World Cup, you wouldn't see him doing anything on stream or anything. It's just that he got good RNG for 6 games in a row in New York.
I mean, that is a hot take. I hope YouTube chat or the comments cook you alive.
Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. Aqua and Vino. You ever hear about them? They won the Duo World Cup. No, right? Okay. So Booga, nobody knew who fucking Booga was.
How old was he when he won?
15, 16.
And now think about all the, like, obviously he's doing the streaming thing, but I now think of him as like getting sponsorship deals with like Verizon or like he got a bunch of other deals and promos with like other big companies just based on the fact that he won that tournament.
I
so
know.
like his life is made.
And I know it's important that he won it, and that's why like it's the same reason why you'd put
Sure.
Ninja on it.
Yep.
But Flix is better than him. Flix has a way bigger following. He's a streamer. He makes content, and he does like IRL content, and he's been the best for the longest.
Okay.
Like he's been like the guy for the longest. Like there's Booga
That's
fell
fair.
off for a while.
Sure.
Booga like played other games too.
Yeah, they probably get burnt out.
Cypher though, like 8 years straight.
I don't know how he does it.
Fucking Fortnite videos
Oh my
every
God.
day, dude.
I don't know how he does it, man. I'd lose my mind. You know how he probably does it? He probably gets fat paychecks,
Oh yeah,
and
he's the
just,
number one content creator in Fortnite.
which is insane because it's been that way for a long time, probably for him.
Yeah.
And does he still work out of that big? Remember, was it him that had that big complex?
Oni Studios, yeah.
Right. That's so cool. I remember he opened that. I'm like, good for you, man. Like that is what you should be doing. Is
Sick.
making cool stuff.
Yeah, sick.
Because like you're making an area that you feel comfortable making cool content in.
Yeah.
All right, I'll give you my Mount Rushmore. And again, for anybody watching, I don't play Fortnite. I only watched Fortnite long time ago.
Welcome to the Fortnite podcast, by the way.
Yeah. Fortnite Battle Royale. My Mount Rushmore, I'll take a different approach. It has nothing to do necessarily with skill. It has more to do with when I think of Fortnite back in the day, these were like the streamers and creators that I was like, this makes me want to play Fortnite.
Yeah.
This makes Fortnite
During its peak.
but it's also like they obviously broadcasted to millions of people and made the game in a lot of ways what it is and how well known it is. Some of these will probably make you laugh, but I'll start with Nick Merckx.
Yeah.
And this was before Nick Merckx had a lot of his hot takes and, interesting kick deals and stuff like that. So Nick Merckx, Tim the Tap Man,
Yeah.
Courage JD,
Yeah. Courage is hilarious, man.
hilarious. I would include Ninja, but you already included Ninja, and I'm not going to.
But you would if I hadn't.
I would, but I'm also glad that you kind of took him because I don't think, obviously you would have never included this person, Dr. Lupo.
Yeah.
I think Dr. Lupo was for someone for the longest time, like, again, just grinded the game, just like a lot of those other guys did. But I think about watching the content and it being like, man, I want to play. Obviously, I never played at the level any of them played, even, like, jokes aside, Tim, obviously not being the best gamer in the group, but, like, I don't know, he played in some competitive tournaments and stuff like that.
He wasn't, like, bad at
He
first
wasn't
either.
bad.
He was not bad at first at all. Like,
No.
he competed, and he was playing in the Friday Fortnites.
Yep.
And, like, they had a shot to, like, win one of those.
Yeah, I know.
I remember that, and he fell to death.
Well, it's a tale as old as time.
So funny, bro.
But yeah,
it was hilarious.
That's my Mount Rushmore.
I like that Mount Rushmore. That's the Goon Squad, bro. That is
the Goon
OG
Squad.
Goon Squad. Like if they played right now, I would be watching that all night.
All night. I mean, that would
All
definitely be
night
something
I've been
that even
watching
I
that.
would tune into just to hear the banter.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, they all bring something different. They all make different types of content. I think of old Courage JD too.
Yeah.
Man, he used to make some really, really good content.
Yeah.
And now I'm just like, I'm not saying that he switched up and he changed. It's just different. Those guys have all changed. They've kind of made
funny.
the hay. He was funny,
He was funny.
right? That's
He
when he
a
was in
little bit less of a
Texas.
fuck.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
That's
I
my
like,
Mount
I
Rushmore.
I like that Mount Rushmore.
Thank you.
That's good. For the sake of the game, I had to add some competitive, but if we were doing content creators, I would put Nick Merckx on there too for sure.
Yeah, I think for the time and for how long he played, he definitely had like a solid impact on that scene.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, it's different now for him.
Oh yeah.
I I don't know where I stand with him, to be completely honest. I try to stay out of some of the hot topics of the streaming world, but he does his own thing, and all those other guys will do their own thing too. So
yeah, I hear you.
Yep.
Speaking of streaming, man, I've been on I think this is 39 days in a row.
39. Damn.
39 days in a row. I even streamed from like a hotel room on like a Saturday one time when we were way in the cave. I was like, I gotta go live.
Fuck yeah, man.
Yeah,
you did it.
I went to the cave. I was like, fuck it, I gotta go live.
I gotta go live.
Yeah. Because at first it was we're doing 30, and everyone was like, yeah, 30.
You gotta get 30. You gotta get there.
9 days ago I got 30, and now we just kept streaming, and people are like, dude, do it all the way to Christmas.
Fuck yeah, man.
I was like, well, we're gonna get to 60. Then we're
gonna
90.
get to 60. I love it. I think it's awesome that you've set, I don't want to say small goals, but you've set attainable goals.
Yeah.
And I've done the 30 before, or maybe it was just under 30. But again, I kick myself to this day about like, the night I was like, yeah, it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
And I made the mistake of not going live. But I think that is dope because obviously we've seen a difference in viewership for you over the past few days too, which is dope.
Yeah, it's been good. So shout out everybody in chat right now. For those of you guys who are not watching live, we do these live. So shout out everybody in there. But okay, we're wrapping back to this. We're gonna play the Halo Master Chief Collection.
I know we have to.
Just got it downloaded. We're done. We're in there.
Good. I downloaded it the night that I popped into stream.
Yeah.
Which, sorry to totally detract you or detour what you're saying.
Yeah.
That stream was fun. Watching all the old stuff and watching like the highlights and stuff and how much, obviously you've changed, but also just, I don't know, it makes you think about how long you've been doing it and how cool it was to just watch it. It was just, it was fun. Like I wasn't even like, oh man, I want to play Halo. I was like, nah, I'm cozy. I'm just going to watch this.
Yeah,
it was good.
That was, dude, honestly, that was a 7-hour stream we had. And we were like, all right, done playing Fortnite.
Yep.
Played some New World. I was like, we played it for like an hour and a half. I was like, I'm off this. All right, I'm going to go make food. 1 second, be right back. Heated up some chicken tenders. Came back in, sat down. We like watched a video, and we were watching. I'm like, oh, I see some not newer faces, but people that have been here within the year or whatever. And I was like, have you guys like seen, everyone in here's like seen the recap videos? We just watched the first one, and then we like watched them in reverse order, which was cool.
Yeah. What do you, I mean, this year, you kind of have to somehow go bigger.
Every year, I'm always like, how am I going to like beat what I did last year? And like beating 2021s, that was the first year one I did. I was like, all right, I can beat that. I can beat that. We had a way better year. And that step from 21 to 22 was like huge one. Like that 22 video was way better than the 21 video.
Yeah, the quality of the not the like you as a streamer, but I also think the actual viewing experience of like your camera and like the quality of the stream, it's just it's gotten better over time.
For sure. And so that one I was like, I like popped off for that. Like I took a long time editing that. And then 23, that one, in my opinion, I'm just tooting my own horn here, but I thought that one was even better. We had more people in the video, which was awesome.
Was that the one with the book intro? The book opened?
That was the 22.
That was the 22. That intro was sick.
Yeah, thank you. 23 is like you're in that big concrete like hallway for the wall.
If I saw it, I would remember it.
I use it as an intro to stream sometimes.
Oh, okay. If that's what it is, then I remember.
Yeah. If you guys haven't checked it out on my YouTube, I do yearly recap videos. I really haven't dropped that many videos on D-Fish this year. But I have so much on Twitch content. Like I haven't because we again started the podcast and this is where the focus is.
This is where the focus is.
The focus is 100%.
I do think if you're able to, obviously you stream as much as you do. It can't hurt to do some YouTube content, but obviously that's like more off your back to have to do. But
yeah, no, I mean. Recently, we just did an Uno stream too, so we'll be doing like
which was fire.
We'll put that video up on YouTube. Like that was awesome. That was so much fun. Freaking pulling viewers playing a kids game was just wild.
Yeah, that and the thumbnail was good too. I saw the thumbnail for the video. I was like, okay,
yeah,
he did it the right way.
Yeah, half of those people unfortunately couldn't make it. Willie had trouble with it. He's gonna be in the next one though. And then D-Train wasn't able to be in it either. But we had some audibles and people jumped in. But it was fun, man. We the second you put money on a hand too, we put $20 ahead on one of the hands. Yeah, yo, on that last game, and that last game lasted like 20 minutes.
Oh shit.
It was crazy.
Those games normally don't last that long, right?
Because that one was crazy. Because it was like if you played a 7, you could like switch hands with someone, and a 0 was like you switch it to the left.
Gosh, dude!
It
and
was
seeing people switch hands, seeing people switch hands that have like a ton of cards, you're like, oh, it's like fucking the guy over next to you.
Yeah, you're like
whatever direction.
God. Dude, at one point, like 2 of them had Uno.
Oh my gosh!
And we did 2v2, so I could see like my teammate's card.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was awesome. So we were like just trying to strategize and like not table talk, so they couldn't understand what we were doing. We were like trying to make a play. I have a clip, dude. I got so hyped for one of the kills. It was it was crazy. Chat was like, "You get more hype over Uno than I've ever seen you get hype for Fortnite in your entire life."
Yeah,
it was fun.
Hey, when there's money on the line and you're riding with the boys, it's like,
100%.
I need that.
100%. We'll be doing those again. That was fun. But yeah, got to do the Master Chief stuff. That'll be sick.
I know. We need to play through that. And then we were talking about like some Halloween stuff too. Do you have anything planned for next month?
I want to play Phasmophobia.
Yep.
I want to play Phasmo. Never played it before. I want to
Can I give you a hot take?
Yeah.
Are you going to be able to play it?
Dude, I don't know. How scary is it?
Are you good with scary stuff or no?
I hate scary movies. I hate scary movies.
Chat, if you want to
bug my shit, but I think chat's gonna keep me safe.
You think so?
I don't know. Is it really that scary?
It's not scary, but I think what's gonna get you, and what got me the first time I played it, is it's the audio. The audio is super immersive. That you like hear your footsteps and you hear doors creaking around you, and you hear the wood creaking on the floor. You hear things on the top floor. You hear things going downstairs. You hear stuff being thrown, all depending on the ghost that you have. So it all sounds different. Your environments are different. The houses are different. Yeah.
What's like the object of the game?
Okay, so the object of the game is basically you are a ghost hunter. You go in, you spawn in, and you have a certain amount of items that you go in to be able to detect the entity, the ghost, whatever it may be, the spirit.
To detect them. So
detect, find, and then ultimately choose the right ghost that's haunting the house. So basically, follow along with me here. You'll have, a dot projector. You'll have it's some like measurement device. I'm trying to describe some of the tools. Maybe I shouldn't do that. So imagine yourself like you will go into the house and you're going to basically have to figure out, based on the clues that you see happening around the house, what the ghost is. So like if you walk into a room and it's really cold, or you see your breath, you'll be able to go into your book and check off like saw my breath. You'll cross it off, and then certain ghosts will fall off because
it's like Clue.
It's like Clue, but you need to really pay attention and you have to really try. And the thing that makes the game so interesting is because you could know potentially what the ghost is, but you have to go around the house, even if you don't want to, if you're scared, and prove it. You have to take pictures. You have to like find clues, and you have to like
so you can die.
Find collectibles. Oh, absolutely.
What happens if you die?
So what happens is basically your sanity level gets to a certain point, and certain ghosts are actually, they hunt more. They will hunt you more, and they will hunt more aggressively. And you'll like basically I don't want to ruin it for you, but you'll hear like stomping behind you, and it's and then they'll grab it from behind. And
oh my god, I gotta play this.
He's getting scared already.
I want to play it though. It's gonna be. I'm gonna turn all the lights off.
Yeah,
I'm gonna play with no ring light.
No shot.
I'm gonna do it. It's gonna be fucking terrifying. I gotta play with somebody though, or do I have to play alone?
No. I was gonna say we should play together.
Yeah, we should play together.
It's way better because I actually texted my buddy too. I'm like, all right, we gotta play. He's like, yeah, bet. I've played with him before, but it's so much better to play with people because if you play by yourself,
my sanity level is gonna go fucking down.
Not only your character and your own sanity, you're gonna be like, no, I can't do this because
really,
it's not that scary, but
it's the suspense.
It's the suspense, and I think if you haven't done it before, there's a lot of unknowns. And no offense, I just don't see you as a person that enjoys scary stuff.
Not at all. No, dude, I fucking hate scary movies.
Same.
I hate scary movies.
Same.
Except for some reason, I've seen a lot of them.
I have too. I have a weird appreciation for them.
No, I think they're super interesting. I wish I wasn't such a friggin'
Same here,
wuss, dude.
Yeah,
because I think they're wicked interesting. Like I see a clip of it and they immediately catch my attention, and I'm like, oh my god, like what is that? And then I'm like, if I watch this, I'm gonna be like the windows behind me.
Oh, for sure.
All night.
But yeah, I will definitely play with you. It's fun, but it's also like you know what you're in for, but it's also really fun to play and collaborate with others to be like, okay, no, like I was in the basement, I heard this.
Yeah, we can go through it together.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's kind of like when I learned how to play. Ooh, sorry, chat.
No, you're good.
It's kind of like when I learned how to play Tarkov. I was so bad at it that it felt like a survival game. That's how bad. All right, real quick. This is the functional IPA, by the way. Shout out Upline Brewing again. These guys are based out of Texas. Awesome. I can't wait to try this.
Cheers.
Oh,
do you want?
Wait.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Do we want to see if this? I don't want to do this in here if it's gonna explode. All right. I'm actually gonna go out of the room for a second, guys. I'm gonna open these for us.
I can do it. You good guy. All right, one's in chat if you think they're gonna explode. Two if they don't. This is gonna get cut out. So this is why you watch live. This is why you watch live. Happens, chat. Fucking of course. Perfect. It worked perfectly. No smash. No. You're a beast. You're a beast. That's why. Man, how come just the orange ones did that? 3, 1. Cheers.
Cheers, man.
If you know. Right?
This is more my level.
Taste the lemon.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I know that I read
like
it,
this one.
but I could actually taste the lemon balm a little bit, and the smell on it is great.
I really like this.
I think it's a very good midweek beer.
Me too. All right.
I'm getting
weird question, weird conversation. We're gonna go back to Phasmo in a second.
You don't care if it gets wet at all?
No. Okay. Can you in theory, would you get in trouble if you brought one of these to work? Probably, right?
Yeah, I think it depends on the workplace. You probably would get some weird look.
I'm only asking, Jack, because it says non-alcoholic, right? So it's but it's also
it is alcohol. It is technically defined as a
non-alcoholic alcoholic.
I don't know. I think it has more to do with the fact that it's 0.5 alcohol volume. But then you think about kombucha. Does kombucha also fall into this realm?
There's alcohol in it, right?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Test it.
Yeah, right.
I'm not bringing it to work.
Hi, guys. I'm now unemployed.
How's it going, everybody?
I have tons of time to stream.
Just kidding. No, I was just wondering. But okay, back to Phasmo. Sorry, that was my intrusive thoughts thinking about that.
No, believe me, I've had those thoughts before.
I was like, dude, this tastes so good. I'd love to just make this at work.
I mean, you're on a Zoom call. No one's going to know what this is. You spin it that way. People are going to think, oh, he's having a seltzer. That's
Pour
nice.
it in a glass.
Okay, now the glass I might know.
The glass is crazy. Imagine a pint glass. It just has some foam on the top.
Oh my gosh.
Absolutely wild. Now, back to Phasmo. I got people in chat that play it too. And they're like, you got to play it. So what I think I'm going to do, do the room up.
Yep.
Make it spooky.
Did you bring any of the older, I know you had the pumpkin.
I'm going to go to the dollar store and ball out.
All out, baby.
Ball out. Maybe I'll get a Ghostbusters outfit.
Is that what we need to do? Do you and I need to dress up in a Ghostbusters?
Dude.
Because I'm doing something else in October. I'm starting to plan it out a little bit, and it's going to be costume driven.
Really?
Yeah. So I'm gonna do
like through Twitch.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do week to week.
No, just me. I think I'm just gonna wear a different costume
Yeah,
to work
right?
every day.
Hey.
Every Zoom call I get on, it just like shows a Jason mask. You're like, no, but okay.
Yeah.
You don't have to leak too much if you don't want to, or you can say it.
No, it's just goofy stuff because like obviously we'll be dressing up at home.
Yeah.
For obviously with the fam. I'm gonna do finally what I've been wanting to get around to is I want to do a playthrough of Hogwarts Legacy.
Okay. When are you doing that?
It's gonna.
You can do your own thing.
No. I was gonna say it's gonna be in October. So what I plan to do is to get, like,
Yeah. My problem is here's where I'm at. It all stems back to Game of Thrones. I'm in the middle of Game of Thrones.
Hell yeah.
Season 3, just almost at the end of season 3.
You're ramping up, dude.
Running through this thing, right? Never seen a single Harry Potter movie.
What the fuck?
Never, not one. Not one.
Do I just get up and leave now?
I've never seen one Harry Potter movie. So when I saw that the game came out, I thought I was doing myself a disservice that I wouldn't enjoy it as much as I thought I would if I hadn't watched the movie. No, but you gotta. I want to watch the movie. If I run through the movies in the fall.
Oh, don't run through them. Enjoy them.
Okay, so fall I'll enjoy them, and then I'll play Hogwarts and like.
Dude, you could probably play that in the winter. It's a cozy game.
Maybe once I understand it, then I'll like play through it.
Yeah.
I just don't want it. What if it spoils the movie?
I don't know how much of the movie actually refers back to the game. Like, I don't know if the game is set before or after what happens at Hogwarts. I don't know. I just know that I've seen and I've read some of the books. I've seen all the movies, of course. I've read some of the books. But the game I haven't played. And
wait, that's cool though. I can't wait to see you do that.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be goofy. Like, it's not gonna be anything. But again, it's a game that I've wanted to play for a while, and now I'm finally like, okay, you know what? Like, it's fine. It's time for me to just hunker down and actually stick to something. So that's what I'm gonna be doing.
I'm going off of that. I need an MMO that's not New World because New World is not doing anything. It's coming to that point.
Uh-oh.
And that's like, I'm sad that it's happening before October.
Yeah.
But like, I'm afraid that it's not going to change.
Yeah, that's my worry is with October and it rolling around. I don't know how much the game plans to change outside of what we've already done. Like,
so it's like you could recreate a character and
I don't want to do
it again.
No offense.
I don't want to do that.
I don't want to do that.
I don't want to do that. Like, I had fun. I'm not even through the main story quest at max level.
I think I've gotten through.
I wish they made max level 120.
The max level doesn't necessarily bother me. I just wish that. I wish the game was alive. I wish the game gave me a reason to come back. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's still stuff that I have not completed in the game. But for me, with where the game currently is, I'm just like, I don't feel any desire to come back other than cozy vibes. Like, I will probably touch it once or twice in October to see maybe any of the changes.
Yeah. I've taken that thing and squeezed the fuck out of it.
Yeah,
and there's parts of it I don't even know what's happening, but I just ran through the Souls trials.
Yep.
It's fun. Killed Isabella.
Yep.
Ooh.
Right? Kind of just like,
Did
okay.
it.
And like, yeah, you could continue to hunt for loot and do all that stuff, but
for what though, dude? It's not alive. The game's not alive. So now I just get on and I have sick loot, but to use where?
Yeah.
I don't play PvP.
I don't do PvP either.
And it's not like I could be like, yo, boys, check out what I found.
Yeah. Because, like, I don't know. You walk around town and you're just like, okay. Like, if the game was thriving and, like, even if the content was still the way that it was, but the world was more filled, I would be more compelled to play. But right now, I'm not compelled to get back into that world. Yeah. It just feels empty.
They did combine servers, which was nice.
They've done that, like, 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, I know. Not a good look.
And I think make sure, well, obviously you've already done it. I think for anybody that plays, you have to log in to reserve your name because after the new expansion, I think they re-release all of the names out again.
What?
So that people who, they want to give the fair share for those that are starting new. But the issue is like, obviously you have the people that haven't played and, I don't even know if you can call it the issue because if you haven't played in a year or two, like clearly you don't want to play anymore.
Goodbye to your name. Like,
yeah, someone else that is actually going to play. Amazon wants to allow those players that are actually going to play and put money towards the game to get the name that they want. And if it's a name that someone's already using, well, tough coconuts.
Yeah, seriously. what were we saying before I went to New? We were talking about Phasmo, and then you said Hogwarts.
Yeah,
I want a freaking MMO that I can stick to and play through.
Right now, what I'm in, at least in terms of MMO wise, what I'm playing and what I'm enjoying, playing the new WoW expansion, which is good. I'm enjoying that, but obviously there's a cost tied to it. New World, luckily, there's no sub fee. And then
I would be so out of there if they charged me anything.
I know. And then there's other games I've been looking to get back into here and there, like a little bit of old school RuneScape. That's something that you probably never have played. You would look at that game and you'd be like, no shot.
No, I got people in the chat that are like, dude, play OSRS. And I was like, I look at it. No offense to those I know who are watching it. Shout out Wes. She's
the graphics kill you, and I totally understand that. There are plugins that you can use to make the game look better, but you are a visuals person. Like, you are very visually driven.
Probably why I love New World.
Yeah, it is a pretty game. I wish it ran better on my PC. But yeah, I mean, that game, you know, kind of scratches an itch for me just because it's bigger number, better person kind of logic.
Yeah.
And then I've also been dabbling in some other games that are MMO like. I won't say they are MMOs, but Diablo 4. I've even looked back into getting into some other games that I just have in my Steam library, but I'm really, really trying to focus on October, setting goals of these are the games I want to play. Yeah.
Okay. Are you going to do the Harry Potter thing?
So I'm going to do, I'll just...
like play the game, I mean.
Yeah, so I plan to do a week of playing Harry Potter. I plan to do a week of playing Phasmo, and I'm going to, for the Phasmo, it either was... I don't want to say like Ghostbusters-esque, but it would be like basically turn off all the lights and it would just be like spooky. Or it would be obviously dressing up a little bit. And then the other one that I was going to do, and this is definitely something that I would not be able to complete while I was on stream, but it would be a Red Dead Redemption 2 playthrough, and I would like buy a goofy cowboy hat and like...
Okay. This is fucking crazy. You can go to the VODs. I was sitting there looking through games on Steam at the end of this, and I was like, dude, I'd love to play Red Dead Redemption. That game looks so much fun. It's right up my alley.
Yep.
Like, I love that Western style stuff. I love Yellowstone. Like, that's so cool. I'd love to play through that. And I was like, I don't know about the online.
Super long game.
I was like, I don't know about the online, though, but I think it would be nice. Like, when I'm done playing Fortnite now, New World's not doing it for me.
Yep.
Like, all right. Then I was like, oh, Hogwarts Legacy. Am I doing myself a disservice with not watching the movies? But here's what I do. I'm like, oh, I got to wait for the perfect time to play this game. And this is what my biggest regret with New World. I waited a whole freaking year when it was popping, didn't play it, then went to play it, and it wasn't big.
It was not big at all. The best time to play a new MMO, or the best, is right when it happens, right when it comes out.
Not making that mistake again. I'm hopping on bandwagons, tossing money around like I got it.
Yeah, well, don't do that. Do it if it makes sense. Do it if your friends are doing it, which also doesn't sound good, but at least your friends are doing it.
At least your friends are doing it,
right?
But do you think you'd play playing Hogwarts?
Oh, absolutely. I will definitely keep playing it if I enjoy it. That's it. That's another thing, or at least the other side of why I want to do it is because I have been focused on live service games for so long that the idea of completion or completing something, I have not felt that in a bit. So like I actually did that with the story of Diablo 4. Like it took me a while. The story was not great, but the cinematics were awesome. Where I played through Diablo 4 and it was good. Like the cinematics were great, but it was that completionism feeling. Obviously there's more to that game. Like there's actually an update coming out in October.
Okay.
Good game. I don't know if you ever played anything like it, but
no, I haven't.
Yeah, I don't know how you'd feel about it. I think you would actually, it's one of the only ARPGs that actually feels good on controller. Like you'd play it on controller and you'd be like, ooh, this feels good.
Is A action?
I think it's action role-playing game or whatever it is. I just know they're called ARPGs.
Okay.
So
interesting. I have to look up Diablo. I watched Red Dead. Just wonder like if it's all solo, like I get bored. Because I've also looked at like Assassin's Creed and how like good that story mode looked.
See, that's the thing is you have to probably get sucked into the character development, your character as a whole, in the story is what's going to have to keep. That's most likely is what's going to keep you tied in with the game. because if you don't get tied in or brought in, like really sucked into the game with one of those, you probably won't stick with it.
I know, and like you'll never know unless you try it, and it doesn't matter how many YouTube videos you watch. All you're doing watching YouTube is you're gonna be less attached because there's less surprise.
Less surprise, and every single YouTuber for the most part is going to be like, "This game is great. This game's awesome. You're really going to enjoy this game. It's awesome." And it's like, okay, well, I know in your head you're thinking like, "Yes, I know the game's awesome," but like, because I've done the same. You're looking for that reassurance of like, why should I play this game? Why should I put time into it? Is it really worth it?
I think my biggest thing is I want a game that I can. This might sound like selfish or like weird, but I always liked when I grinded COD. So that I could get the.
Why not get back into that?
So I could have like the new camos, and then all like be like, "Yo, check! Like I got the new camos."
That is literally
but
like
if I'm
half
in
the
Red
reason.
Dead, what am I? Yo, guys, check out.
You play it. You have to play.
Play it for a different reason.
You play it for a different reason. It's a different video game.
And I'm not saying I play games to be the best at them. It's not what I'm doing, or be like, "Oh, look at this." But when you're playing a game that you're devoting that much time into,
yeah.
Here's a good example. When I played Pokemon on my emulator on my phone,
yep.
I made the sickest team in the world. Like I was so proud of this team, and I wanted to battle people, but you can't battle anybody because it's on a phone emulator. So now those Pokemon just sit there, and I put all these hours in this thing, and the only thing I got out of that was the satisfaction of beating the Elite Four and winning the game, and I got that, right? I was happy about it, but Cole was also playing it, and I was like, dude, I'd love to like battle you. Like that. Like once you finish it, then you can like. That's what I never did with New World too. I never went to the PvP side of it.
I never did either. I always watched
due to lack of understanding.
Lack of understanding, definitely for me too. But I also, when I played, especially in its heyday, there were a ton of issues with the PvP scene. There were a ton of issues with like, I think they were called Node Wars, or basically, New World had a really cool idea where you would basically battle each other based on your faction for certain areas.
Which is wicked cool when you tell people about the game.
Yes. But then in practice, when you play it, from everything I saw, it was flawed quite a bit, to the point where like playing it was not worth your time because people would cheese things. They would use, basically they would use things that are broken in the game to ensure that they won. So that's why I was always like, I'm not going to bother with the PvP. I enjoy the PvE. I enjoy the cozy side of it. I didn't like the sweaty side of it.
Yeah.
Or at least that's what I told myself.
100%. And like, you can only love something cozy so much, but like at the end of the day, man, like playing alone ends up being the reason you leave a game.
It is a very, very big reason. And
or at least for me, it's the reason I leave the game.
Yeah.
I don't have fun playing Fortnite solos. I duo Phil and don't talk to my teammate.
Yep.
I don't know what it is.
No, I don't blame you because I don't know. I don't blame you because for the longest time, I've always played MMOs, but I've played them. The joke has always been, and others say it too, is like, you know, playing an MMO like it's a single player game, but it's really not the way to play the game. But part of it is finding people that you actually want to play with, that you feel a connection to play with.
Yeah.
It is hard. It's not easy to do it.
No, man. And I've met good people in New World, too.
Sure.
Text you every day on Discord.
Yeah,
you getting on?
They're probably like, dude, no.
Like, I don't know who you are aside from we just had this awesome expedition.
And they're probably like, cool.
It's just different.
It's different. So yeah, MMOs, they're good, but
that's why I'm like,
kind of get in the jump.
That's why I'm like, if you get into something, I will just get into it.
Yeah.
World of Warcraft is like just tough, bro. It's just a constant payment.
And for me, my sticking point with World of Warcraft is like I hit max level in the newest expansion, and I still need to progress through a lot of different stuff. But people get through content and fly through that game so quickly that if you miss a few weeks of playing or a week or two of playing, you're so behind. And then you're trying to do stuff, and then people are always like, well, what does it matter? Like, people are going to do alts. The issue is the stigma around World of Warcraft. People have played it for so long that they know everything about it. They know how to play it. They really know how the meta is in that game, that if you don't, you're kind of like the odd man out. And people have no problem telling you in that game that you're the odd man out. That's my like sticking point with that game is I don't want to be the guy that
it's like the mafia.
Is
bro.
griefing.
You're either in or out.
right.
And it's like, if you're not in, you're not having a good time.
Yeah.
Because you are if you're playing by yourself or you're with other people that are like on your page. But like, I just can't hang in that game, dude. I don't do, I can't DPS. I suck.
Yeah.
I just not good.
I don't blame you.
I'm not good at it.
I'm not good. I mean, half the time I'm not good either. And I'll have a damage meter up and I'll be like, ooh, I'm not doing all that great. And then you're like, obviously in your head, you're thinking, why am I even playing this? Like, if I'm not doing what everybody else is doing as good as everybody else is doing.
Yeah.
Like, am I griefing the team? Are they going to get pissed? Are they going to say something in group chat? And then obviously, like, some people are like, fuck them, who cares?
Yeah.
But clearly I care if I'm going to think about it for a few minutes.
I want to learn a game when it comes out and learn it with people. I hate going on and then there's all these know-it-alls and I don't know and fucking they don't want to play with you.
Yep. That is my point with World of Warcraft.
It's also why I've stuck with Fortnite for so long. I'm like, dude, the second I quit or stop playing it, I'm gonna be so bad.
I felt that way about Destiny 2, where it was like that was my main game, similar to what yours is with. Yeah, it's not even like, oh, this is part of who I am, but it was like, I know I've put a lot of time into the game. I've invested some time and some money into it. But even now, I'm glad that I stopped playing just because of all the stuff that's centered around the game and some of the issues it's going through. But part of me misses it because it was that cozy space. So I do think at some point I'll come back to it. But I guess for me, I was able to bury that hatchet of like it bothering me to fall behind other people. I'm just like, the game, regardless of what I do and how much time I put into it, there will always be someone ahead of me.
Yeah. That
I'm just not going to lose sleep over it. Like, it is what it is. I'm going to play it to enjoy it. And then obviously it doesn't help when chat is like, oh, why are you playing it that way? Oh, why you have this equipped? Oh, why don't you have this equipped? Or
you're like, dude, I don't know because I have it that way.
I was like, dude, it's because I enjoy it. And I'm not saying that's part of the reason I stopped playing, but it's like, okay, I don't want to be backseated. And unfortunately, that game does come with some fair share of backseating.
Because there's freedom to play it different ways. Others.
God forbid, right? Yeah, God forbid. But hey, shout out to Destiny 2. They have the whole Bungie team is putting out, I don't know when it is. There might be an alpha coming out or a beta coming out for Marathon, which is their Tarkov-esque shooter.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't think that I'm actually all that excited for it because initially it was supposed to kind of be the Tarkov feeling of like, not class-based, but now it's class-based where certain characters that you play... Exactly.
I've never liked that.
Same. It's always rubbed me the wrong way.
Like, you're like, oh, this is the operator that I use.
Yeah.
Or Valorant. I don't know. I like that like everyone's on the same page.
Yep.
And you can choose what gun and like you can make your own
and that's
class,
what separates
but you don't
you.
have to like there's only one jackal.
Yep.
I don't like that. And
yeah.
Voting and you can't get the guy you play as.
That was always a sticking point with me with Overwatch 2 where I was like, not actually Overwatch 2, but just Overwatch in general was the operator that you played, how you played. I only played that game a little bit, but that was one that stuck out to me that was like, it is, obviously you're picking the class, the role that you play, but certain characters and I can't say classes, but some would be overpowered by certain points, some wouldn't. So yeah, long story short, I don't think Marathon's going to do well.
The futuristic?
It is. It has a futuristic feeling. But going back to Master Chief Collection, I think that's going to be fun. I think you will find you might actually enjoy the game because we'll play it through it together.
Yeah.
Whereas if you played that game solo, I don't think, no offense, I don't think you would stick with it. If you played that game when you were 11 or 12, you'd be like, oh my God, this is so cool.
Well, because that was like the sickest shit at the time.
Exactly.
Like that's what it was.
Exactly. So
I'm excited to play through it because you played through all of it.
Yeah.
And I literally, Chat, I've played, because I always got those games that I was like, I want to play multiplayer.
Yep.
And I didn't play a lot of the campaigns.
Dude, the campaigns, man.
The Call of Duty campaigns were great. I played those.
Oh, for sure.
I played those. I just didn't have an Xbox 360 until late.
Then you were out of it.
I was PS3, and then when the Xbox One came out, like I had to like go back to play Halo. Like I only played Halo at friends' houses or ODST, and we played like Firefight. But other than that, like I was like COD. I just played COD.
Yep.
So I never like got to experience like the Halo.
Yeah. I think you will appreciate the story because it's one of the few stories in gaming that I've played, and there are a few that come to mind to me that like I actually get attached to the characters. But I think you will enjoy and you'll appreciate even how old the story is. You'll just enjoy it.
Yeah, I'm excited to do that. Make good content too, making videos of them.
Yeah, we'll make some videos out of it and we'll just banter back and forth. And I think if we're able to clear some of it quickly, it should go somewhat quick.
How long do you think that would actually take?
I don't know. I thought I Googled it at one point just to get an idea of how much time we'd be putting into it. I think if we like really stuck it out, I don't know. I'd have to look up how long those campaigns are and how long it takes to get through.
But it's also like we're way better gamers than we were back then.
Yeah, but
and like
if I'm looking at the Chief Collection, like I think when I Googled it, I was like, how long does it take to complete the campaign or how long does it complete all of the Master Chief Collection? And it spit out some hours. We could Google
like
it.
200 hours.
I don't know. We'd have to look, but hopefully it's quick enough.
I'm down. Even if like you do, I don't care how long it takes either.
Yeah.
Like it's no like gonna get spoiled.
Yeah. Right. The story's out. It's already been spoiled.
I know. Like, and I've watched the show too.
Yeah.
Some of it. It's good. The show's good too. But no, I want to do that. Play more Uno. Find an MMO.
Good luck.
Probably Hogwarts. Keep watching Game of Thrones. Start Harry Potter. You think can I watch those at the same time or am I gonna get confused?
What?
Harry Potter and Game of Thrones.
No, you'd be set.
Like I don't have to wait till I'm done with Game of Thrones. Like I can just watch the Harry Potter movies.
Harry Potter, you kick back, relax, throw it on. There's not a ton of character development. You just appreciate the film for what it is. Yeah. They're over in a couple of hours. Game of Thrones is really something where you kind of
lock in.
You lock in and you just soak it in over time. I've been on this kick. I don't know about you. We'll switch gears a little bit. My YouTube shorts, for some reason, have been a ton of old clips of Game of Thrones seasons. So it's like some of the big, like, impactful moments in Game of Thrones, but like they're in YouTube shorts.
Yeah.
Dude, you forget how many like kick-ass moments happen in that show.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen it in a while. And it always makes me realize how much of a badass the whole Stark family is.
Dude, I love Robb Stark. Love Robb Stark.
Is he still
he's the man right now.
Okay, where we at?
All right. Khaleesi or Eris just that huge army. She said that the ones that, like those crazy guys and that they could like leave whenever they wanted to if they wanted she gave them their freedom. She got that massive army where she tricked the guy and said, "Oh, you can have my dragon."
And then she brought in the dragon and burned him alive.
And then she brought the dragon and burned him alive.
Yep.
So
these were previous slaves.
Yeah. Like,
yeah.
They're all slaves and they like basically like crazy warriors, like do whatever.
Yeah,
she got that army,
anything and everything.
Yeah, she got that army. Jaime Kingslayer got his hand cut off.
Oh yeah. Yes, he did. Yeah, he got his hand cut off. Have you seen the scene? I don't want to say like hot tub, but like
yeah. I just saw that.
Yep.
I just saw that.
Okay, so I'm getting a better idea of where you are.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the last thing that happened. The Hound wins that fight. You find out that guy's probably the god of light, or he has some affiliation with the god of light, whatever, because he slices his arm off and it comes back. Something about the fire. Robb kills this dude. He kills that guy that was like through Winterfell. He was the one that's pissed about his mom, the one with the really long white hair. He was from Winterfell and he was pissed that the Kingslayer got away. Whatever. He killed that guy to prove a point.
Wait, hold on. Run me
the
through that again. Really long white hair.
Yeah, old guy. And he was pissed at Rob because he's like, your mother committed treason because she let Jamie get away. And he was so pissed.
Did he do it?
He killed those 2 young boys to get back.
Yep. And long white hair. I don't remember having long white hair. Was he the guy that he executed him in the pouring rain?
Yes.
Yeah. That scene was badass.
Dude, he walks away, bro.
He's shaking and he's like,
dude, I love Rob Stark. He's my boy.
He's good. And wait, was that the one where he didn't get a clean cut? Like he chopped down on his neck?
No, that was
That was
I hate that guy, bro. And he's just like hacking at it.
Yeah.
Now that guy he thought he escaped. That guy helped him escape, and then he ended up right back where he was.
You hate him. For some reason, I actually grew to like him. God, his name's escaping me at the moment.
Jeremy?
No. Yeah, he does actually look like a Jeremy. That whole scene in the setup of him being a prisoner, it actually like infuriated me because of just who the guy is that tortures him and everything.
Yeah. The guy that tricked him too.
Yeah, I mean it's the same guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's crazy. So hold on, you've already seen the scene where, because that's what makes him, or that's what gets him to be a prisoner, is he takes over Winterfell, right?
Yeah, and fucking kills everybody, hangs all the fucking people, burns them all.
Yep, which was, again, it was so dumb. Yeah, it's really a bummer because like he was brought up by the Stark family to have strong morals and ethics.
Yeah.
And then just chose not to, but like deep in his heart, he knew that he should.
Yeah.
And he just didn't. Man, he's a good character. To
be Rob, dude.
Honestly, he wanted to be a mix of like Rob and.
Jon Snow now. He's with the people in the.
The wildlings, right?
He's with the wildlings.
And has he found a special someone?
Yes.
Have they spent some time in a hot spring?
Yes.
Woo!
Yep, that just happened.
Yeah, my man. It's so funny because all of the people in the show that you would expect to get the most action probably get the least amount, and the one that gets the most action is a small man named Tyrion Lannister.
Yeah, dude. Tyrion's the boy.
He's awesome, but man, he's got two things on his mind.
Yeah.
It's, three things. Money, drinking, and sex.
Yep. That's Tyrion.
Dude,
he's a dog.
He is a dog.
I feel bad for him, too, throughout the whole show.
Where is Tyrion right now within the show?
He's being told that he's going to have to marry Sansa by his dad, and Cersei got told she marry Lord Baelish.
Mm-hmm.
Is that who it is? Yeah.
Yes, and neither of them are happy about it.
No. That was literally the last scene I watched.
Yep.
Their dad was like,
"You're doing this," and she's like, "Absolutely not." Or no, doesn't she think? Well, he starts with Tyrion will be marrying Sansa, and she gets all happy.
Yeah,
she's like, and then he's like,
and you're marrying Lord Baelish, and she's like, "No, I won't do that."
Yeah, she's like, "I'm not doing that," and he's like, "You will do that.
You will do that,"
which is like. Funny. It's crazy, but it's funny in itself because obviously
she sucks.
Oh, she sucks. Wait, so she marries what's his name? Cersei marries who is it? What's his name again?
Lord Baelish?
No.
The dude that runs the brothel?
No.
Or is that not who it is?
No, it's not who it is. Because Baelish is Littlefinger. So she doesn't.
Who is she supposed to marry?
She was supposed to marry the brother of the woman who ends up. Actually, I can't say that because that's later on in the show.
Another dude that's like weird, right?
He's weird. He also does not prefer his bed being shared by another woman.
Oh, that's who.
That's who.
That's
the
who.
guy that he's an exceptional knight.
Yeah. Longer hair.
Yes,
that's
young.
who it is. Yep.
And he's the one that actually in the previous scene he does the God, I'm so bad with
jousting.
Yes, he does the jousting.
Yeah.
And he like obviously Sansa's like, whoa, obviously she's into him.
Dope.
Yeah, she's like, he's hot. But obviously that doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah. Yeah, man, you're stepping into a point of the show where you think things are already crazy. It will ramp up
Really?
even more.
Wow. All right, I'm excited. I'm liking the show now.
Yep.
I'm in it.
And then how about Joffrey? He's the worst.
I hate him.
He is the absolute worst.
Like, he makes me itchy watching the show. Like, I'm like, he makes me mad.
Right?
He's not real.
And you know what sucks is I watched an interview with the guy that played Joffrey, and he's like, you know how difficult it's been for me to like get other roles and actually just, I don't want to say live in society, but you think about another actor, even if they're an actor in a movie that, might be disliked, they can still live their life and not get completely like hated for it.
Yeah.
He's like, dude, people just hate me. They're like, fuck you, Joffrey. Hate you. And it's like, he's like, it's not who I am. Like I played a part.
That is insane, bro.
I played a role. Like that's not me. That's
well, I just imagine the opposite and you play like Iron Man.
And then everybody showers you in love. Right? But that is acting to a T. But yeah, man, you are getting to a point of the show. I'm jealous because I wish it was something that I could like Men in Black device, whatever it is, clear my memory of just that show and watch it again for the first time.
I've always thought of that. I think I think I literally asked the same question on another podcast, but what's the one show that you could do that with? If you had to pick one, show or movie?
It probably would be Game of Thrones for the show, just based on the extent and the length of it, and how great it is. But there could be other examples like, I don't know, Peaky Blinders. I would think of.
Would you pick a comedy just to experience the laughs again, or would you pick the oh my god moments? Because like I feel like Interstellar would be a crazy movie to like get mind fucked on again.
That or like Inception or
because you'll never be confused about it again.
You know what movie I thought of recently that I remember how much it shook me? I shouldn't say shook me to my core, but I remember watching it and really being like, wow, Shutter Island.
Never seen it.
What? You've never seen Shutter Island?
No.
With Leo? Come on, man.
What happens in it?
I can't tell you what happens in it because obviously that would ruin it.
No, I haven't.
I think when we end this podcast, I'm gonna be. Yeah, people are in chat are obviously like talking about it, but when this podcast ends, I'm talking to who to be like, all right, sit them down. These are the movies.
Shutter Island.
These are the movies that we need to get you on.
We have to watch. Have the
Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like that's like.
That is a you are doing that. That is the homework assignment.
I have to because I want to play the game.
Honestly, I don't think the game has a lot to do with the quote unquote universe of Harry Potter. Like obviously it's in Hogwarts, it's in that realm, but I don't know how much it harkens back to certain characters. Again, it's because I've never
it more though.
Yeah, I think you would definitely appreciate it more, but I also think going into the game, you'll have a better idea of like the houses.
Yeah.
Because there's 4 of them. You'll have a better idea of like what Hogwarts is. You'll have an idea of like what the classes are. I think that's part of it too because you play a student. But it's funny. I was actually watching someone play it recently, and there's a mod kit out for Harry Potter Legacy. So, you know the guy from Grand Theft Auto that he's like, oh shit, here we go again.
Shit, here we go again.
Like you can play him as like the main character, and then there's like
no way.
There's like
Franklin, dude.
There's
Franklin
like
from Grand Theft Auto.
And there's like random. Here we go again. And there's random like characters all over the game that are just from like iconic movies and stuff. Like Garfield's walking around, and there's other people from Fairly Odd Parents, and there's just like someone decided to make a mod where they put in a bunch of crazy characters. So it's like you could see anyone from any Pixar movie, from any video game, just walk around the corner. And obviously, it's a little janky, but it's hilarious. Like seeing your main character whip out their wand, but it's really like, you know, a pistol, because that's what.
That's so.
Yeah, it's
that's
crazy.
Hilarious.
Yeah. I don't know.
Above the ads, top right, in the creator dashboard.
132.
132. All right.
Yeah, we're cooking.
All right, we're good. We're good. We're chilling.
We're good.
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, guys, that's freaking episode 14. We could have sat here and went until 10 p.m. tonight. I don't even know what time it is right now, but we could have went late.
Easy.
One more shout out to Upline Brewing. I really appreciate you guys sending over these 2 4-packs. You guys are incredible. These were awesome to drink. Super cool. I personally haven't drank a bunch of non-alcoholic. I know you've drank a couple more than I have.
Yeah, they're great.
But guys, go check these guys out. Follow them on Instagram too. They have a really cool account. Again, they're based in Texas, but they send stuff up here, so you guys are able to get that stuff too. Other than that, though, episode 14 in the books.
In the books.
Good stuff today, man. Make sure you guys, if you haven't already, click the sub button everywhere.
It's free. Do it.
Yeah, free.
It's
YouTube,
good for your soul.
Spotify, Apple Music, everywhere you go. All right. Other than that, talk to you guys. Peace.
Peace.